Good morning, students. Students, in the previous class, we have started polynomials, that is third lesson. Now, we will continue with that and we will complete our first exercise. In the previous class, we have learned what is polynomial and what are the types, that is monomial, binomial and trinomial. And after that, we have also learned how to identify the degree of the polynomial, and by using that degree how we can classify whether our polynomial is linear, quadratic or cubic. Remember, linear means degree 1, quadratic means degree 2, cubic means degree 3. Monomial, single term, binomial, 2 terms and trinomial, 3 terms. That we have done in the previous class. Now today we will learn how to write your polynomial in standard form, and after that we will learn how to convert coefficient form into index form or index form into coefficient form. So let us start today's topic. So students, already we have completed till question number 5. Now today we will solve question number 6, question number 7, question number 8 and question number 9. Now what is question number 7? Write the following polynomials in standard form, that is descending order. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to write your polynomial in standard form. So let us learn what is standard form. Now see, already I have written the question. So what is the question? M cube plus 3 plus 5m. Now what we want to do, we want to write this polynomial in standard form. So that is why I have written here standard form is. Now see, standard form means what? You have to write your polynomial in descending order. That is, the power of variable should be in descending order. That means your standard form. Now see, what is highest power in this? M cube. So you are going to write M cube first. Okay. So first we are going to write M cube. Now after that M cube, your M square is not there here. So you are not going to write M square. And after M square, what you have to write? 5m. So we are writing here 5m. And last you are going to write your number. So this is decreasing order of your power. This is power 3, this is power 1 and this is last number. Since power 2 is not here, so we have not written here. Okay, and if you want, you can write 0m square, but that is not required in this case. Okay, so directly you can write m cube, then 5m and then 3. So this is your decreasing order of power and this is called standard form. Now same way you are going to solve your second question. Now in this case your highest power is what? Y power 5. So you are going to write y power 5 first. Now after power 5 you are going to write power 4 and this is your power 4. So plus 2y power 4. Now after power 4 you are going to write power 3. So this is your power 3. So plus 3y cube. Now after power 3 you are going to write this power 2 and this is minus y square. So we have written power 2 and then power 1, this is minus 7y. And last you are going to write your number. So where is your number? This is minus half. So in this way we have written standard form. So again I am repeating, standard form means you are going to write your terms in decreasing order of powers of your variable. So remember, whenever you are writing your variables decreasing order power, that is called standard form. So write your variables in decreasing order of their power. That is called standard form. Okay, so we have completed our sixth question. Only two questions were there. Now let us see seventh one. And your seventh question is, write the following polynomials in the coefficient form. Now, what is coefficient form? See, coefficient means what? You have to write only the number. Okay, just before your variable, what is the number? That is known as coefficient. Now, what is coefficient form of your polynomial? Now see, this is what? X cube minus 2. Since power 3 is there, maximum power is 3. That means you are going to write power 3, then power 2, then power 1, and after that your number, that is final number. Okay, so power 3 means you are going to write 4 coefficients, 1 extra because of that last number. Okay, so you are going to write how many numbers? 4. Okay, so let us write. What is the coefficient of x cube? 1. Okay, x cube, always there is 1 if nothing is written here. So coefficient of x cube is 1. Now after x cube there should be x square, which is not here. So that is why you are going to write 0. Okay, since x square is not there. And after x square you are going to have x, and x is also not there, so again 0, and then last one is your number. Okay, if you want I can write it for you. See, x square, after x square should be there, and after that x should be there, and then your number comes. Okay, since in this case your x cube and minus 2 is present, that means other variables should be 0. If you want, you can write this for your understanding. Remember, those variables which are not present, that variable coefficient should be 0. So that is why I have written 0 here. So you can see 1, 0, 0, minus 2. 1, 0, 0, minus 2. So this is your coefficient form. Okay. So remember, you have to write those coefficients which is not here, 0. Okay, if your variable is missing in between, write coefficient of that variable 0. So in this case your x square and x was missing, so that is why we have written 0, 0 for that. Okay, now see your second question. Your second question is 5y. Now in this case your power of variable is 1, and you know after power 1 there should be a number. So in this case your 5y is okay, but last number is missing, so that number can be taken as 0. So what is your coefficient? 5 and 0, because in this case your last number was missing, so that is why we have taken 0, and our coefficient form is 5, 0. Okay, so this is the way to write your coefficient form. Now let us solve third one. Okay, see third one, 2m power 4 minus 3m power 2 plus 7. Now see, power is 4, that means your coefficient should be 5. Total 5 numbers you are going to write. Now see, power 4 is there and coefficient of power 4 is 2. Now after power 4, you know, next term will be power 3, and power 3 is not present here. So that means that coefficient should be 0. Okay, and after power 3 you are having power 2, and what is the coefficient of power 2? Minus 3. Okay, so power 2 coefficient we have written. After power 2 your power 1 is not here, so power 1 coefficient is 0, and then your last number is 7. Okay, if you want you can write this. This is power 4, then power 3, then power 2, then power 1, and then your last number. Now see, your power 4 is 2, then power 2 is minus 3. Okay, now power 3 and power 1 is not here, so you can write plus 0, here also plus 0. So you can see 2 0 minus 3 0 7, 2 0 minus 3 0 7. So better you write this first, and after that you can easily write your numbers, that is 2 0 minus 3 0 7. Now last one is very simple. In this case your single number is there, so you can write directly, that is minus 2 upon 3. Only one term is there. This is monomial, so your coefficient form should be only monomial. Okay, so it is very simple. Only you have to take care of those terms which are not present, and you are going to write coefficient of that term which is missing 0 always. Okay, now let us move forward and see next question, that is question number 8. Now in question number 8, you have to write the polynomials in the standard form, and you can call your standard form as index form. So in this case you have to do just reverse of this, that is your coefficients are given to you, and you have to convert these coefficients into the variable form, that is known as standard form, or you can say index form, both are same. Okay, so let us do this. It is very simple. Let us see how to do. Now see how many terms are there. 3 terms means your power should be 2. Maximum power should be 2, because this is your number, then x, then x square. Okay, so you can write directly, this is your number, then what is next term, x, then after that you are going to write x square, right? So already I have written 3, then plus 2 is there, then last one is 1, so no need to write 1. So your coefficient form, index form is x square plus 2x plus 3. Okay, now see next one. How many terms are there? 1 2 3 4 and 5. So 5 terms. Now see, this is your number, this is power 1, this is power 2, this is power 3, and this is power 4. So 5x power 4. Okay, last one is your power 4. Power 3 no need to write because 0 is there. Power 2 no need to write. Power 1 also you are not going to write. Then your last number, and your last number is minus 1. Okay, so in this case you got 5x power 4 and minus 1. See, power 4 means 5 terms, so you can see here 5 terms are there. Now your last one, third one, 4 terms are there, that means your power 3, power 2, power 1 and number. So let us write that. Minus 2, first your power 3, then plus 2 is there, power 2, then minus 2, power 1, so that is x only, and last one plus 2 is your number. Okay students, so this is very simple. Only you have to follow the steps, follow the rules. Okay, so how to write your standard form? First you see how many terms are there. If it is 5, then power, your first power will be 4, that is 1 power less because of this number. So first power 4, then power 3 missing, power 2 is missing, power 1 is missing, and then last one is your number. Okay, so in this way you are going to write your answer. So it is very simple. Now let us see your last question of this exercise, that is question number 9. In this question number 9, you have to complete these boxes, that is write the appropriate polynomials in the boxes. So there are 3 4 5 6 polynomials are given to you, and you have to write in appropriate boxes wherever that is applicable. Okay, now see, this is binomial, trinomial, monomial. You know monomial single term, trinomial triple terms, binomial double terms. So let us complete this first. See, first one is x plus 7. So how many terms are there? 1 and 2. 2 means your binomial. So you are going to write this in binomial. Now, second one is x square, and only one term is there. So one term means what? Your monomial. Okay. Now next one is x cube, x square, x 5. So total there are 4 terms, 1 2 3 4. So you cannot write in any of the space, because this, how many terms are there? 4. And here binomial, trinomial and monomial is given to you, so it is not applicable in any of the boxes. Now next one, how many terms are there? 1 2 3. So 3 terms means what? Trinomial. So you are going to write this in trinomial. So that is 2x square plus 5x plus 10. Then this is your x cube plus 9, and you know this is binomial, and last one is also binomial because 2 terms are there. This is 1 and this is 2, and this is also 1 and 2. So both will come in the binomial column. So let us write this. First I am writing x cube plus 9, and after that I am writing last one, that is 3x square plus 5x. So in this way we have completed these 3 boxes. Now coming to left side, what is written here? Quadratic, cubic and linear. You know quadratic means what? Degree 2. Cubic means degree 3 and linear means degree 1. So let us see how many quadratic are there. This is quadratic first, x square. So let us write this quadratic in quadratic column. Then this is also quadratic because max power is 2 here. So this also you are going to write in this column. So let us write 2x square plus 5x plus 10. Okay. So this is also quadratic. Now this is also quadratic because power 2 is there. So 3x square plus 5x. Okay. So this one and this one, these 3 are quadratic because power 2 is there, maximum power 2 is there. Now cubic means what? Max power 3. So in this case maximum power is not 3, but in this case your maximum power is 3, so that is cubic. So x cube, then x square, then x, then 5. Now this is also cubic because maximum power is 3. So x cube plus 9. Now last one is linear. So linear means what? Maximum power 1. So this is linear, x plus 7, because in that case your max power is 1. Is there any one other? No, nothing is there. So how many polynomials are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So in this way we have completed this. So I hope you have understood this, and this you are going to write in your fair book and complete your first exercise. In the next class we are going to learn how to do operations on polynomials, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of polynomials. Okay, so in the next class we will learn how to add and subtract the polynomials. So that we are going to do in the next class. Till then, goodbye and thank you for listening me and understanding. Okay, so thank you. Bye. Take care.